Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm here. No, I'm not. And here again. Now, after me looking around forever last time and not knowing where I was going, I failed to realize that the thing I was looking for is right in this room that you always start back at. At the end of every, uh, you know, part or whatever, when you go back in the past or whatever. But I was in this room. I thought I was anywhere else. Turned out it was right in here, right in front of right in front of my nose. Oh, that's cool. Just starting in here, it's like, oh, what's that sound? And then I realized where it was coming from. So, time to make some progress after not doing much for like an hour or so last time. Yeah, apparently this picture here is like crumbling or something. It's acting all strange. Sure, everything's set up. Okay. Alright. Survey the area. Yeah. An unseen force guides Alex's hand toward the painting, compelling her to look behind it. She reaches out and pulls back the painting and discovers a chapter page hidden behind it. Retrieve it? Oh, yeah. Sense of familiarity overcomes her, and as soon as the chapter page comes to her fingers, so does the realization that Roberto's spirit is aiding her. Roberto. That was the thing with the last guy, wasn't it? Roberto.
The Black Guardian grows restless, my liege. Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure. It is imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then
Okay.
we have to find more flesh and bone.
It's that same guy that was back with Anthony all this time. With a weird face. Alright. A war to end all wars. Well, obviously by that title it must be talking about World War One, right? So it's a time period.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches, but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away and the distant echoes of pounding artillery, a young journalist named Peter Jacob researched his latest story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oubliette Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me.
Same cathedral.
Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, mustard gas, rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
Couldn't have a stretcher or something to carry the guy with. Soldier's letter lies on the table, waiting to be sent home. I'm just gonna steal it, because I'm an ass. First letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love. I was admitted to the hospital on Tuesday. The damage caused my legs was slight. There was no way that I could ever walk normally again. I hate this place. Every day I am reminded that I will never be able to do things I love. The hospital is a very strange place. Converted from an old cathedral. There's an odd atmosphere around it. Silent but for the words of the wounded. Calling out in the night. There's no doubt it is haunted. What I find most odd in this place is that you never see anyone leaving during the day. It's not right. No goodbyes or farewells, just an empty bed when you wake. Because you're not actually going home. They're just being fed to that guardian, I guess. That's great. The whole war is supposed to be like instigated in this universe of the game to feed the creature. Shh. Kitty. You always have to come in here and meow when I'm trying to stream. Nope. No. Flash powder. Flash paint. Oh, this guy's a photographer. Keep penny. In a peculiar manner. It has held sentimental value for someone. Whoever holds a penny will undoubtedly receive good fortune. Guard shifts about, obviously bored with his duty and awaiting a placement of perhaps their call to arms. The war being so close, a curfew has been imposed. Traveling outside the hospital is not a safe thing to do, since intruders will likely be shot at sight. Peter decides to remain inside. Good. Do it. Good old, walking up these stairs and all that. With a motherly voice, the nurse advises that Peter get some rest. Stacked deeply on the landing, crates of medical supplies await use. Syringes of morphine, bandages, tourniquets, antiseptics. The list goes on and on. And on and on and on. There's a bunch of bodies here. Loaded letters at the top of Brady medical supplies. Doesn't keep finding letters, it looks like. Number 2. Second letter from Private Reginald Jackson to his love partner. Oh, so it's the same guy, okay. I've been here for over a week now, and there's no word when I will be allowed to leave. Strange things have happened. At night, the sounds of the hospital change. Echoes of voices that don't belong to anyone haunt the halls and corridors. Restless ghosts, perhaps, or sounds of movement or whispers. I've seen war firsthand, and the sounds at night in the hospital scare me more than I ever thought possible. What is going on out here at night? Why do I feel so threatened? My fears are worsened by the talk of the other soldiers. One said he had heard cries for help in the middle of the night. Cries that were only answered by snarls of rage, and not compassion. Another said Lance Corporal Haskill okay, had not been discharged, but had gone missing. I stared at his empty bed with a sense of unholy dread. Now I am. Yeah, I'm sure they had to get fed to that creature. Bell's still here. Friend, the custodian is not. Blood-stained sheets. These poor souls have passed from the world. For them, the suffering is over. For those around them, the ordeal continues. Faint sound of moaning emanates from behind the linen pails. Whispered utterances, frantic prayers to loved ones. Words offered only by those who face their mortality. Soldier is rather distressed. Perhaps he has lost a lot of friends in the trenches with him. Some say Some, I forget. He confides that the only stories are sad ones, and that the only true heroes are the mortuary. Soldier is rather distressed. Perhaps he has. Okay. I guess same guy. Same thing. That guy. Okay, I know through the. I play the piano. Out loud. Guard frowns and ushers Peter away from the organ. He explains that it's one of the few antiques in the region that has so far survived the war, and that while he's alive, it will remain intact. Guard quietly but strongly points out that the area is off limits to civilians. Letter. Sealed envelope. Federal official. Open it? Oh, wait a second. Check everywhere else out first before opening that. We'll go first since I know this is the dead end. Oh wait, I can't open it. I don't have the book. Not a collection of colored lines separate the wall. Below the design steps appear to lead up into the wall, going over. I need to tell him first, so. Guardian. Go to the guard as Peter has clearance for the old tower. It's SS restricted area. Okay. Soldiers' orders. An official note on Army Regulation Stationery. The note reads, Private Thompson. Order of Lieutenant Hargraves on behalf of HRH George V. You are to leave your post of duty and rally in the street outside Obley Cathedral. Further orders will be presented at the rallying point. God save the king. Is this what you want? Crown inspects their orders and hands them back to Peter, saying that these orders are intended for someone else. I guess he tells me. You him? So this guy. Okay, guy in front. Show that every person except for the right one. I don't think there'd be any reason for me to give orders to somebody that's not guard or something, so it should be this guy. Guard unfolds the orders and begins to read them before exclaiming, Bloody hell. Bloody hell, yeah. We must be on the offensive. Following the orders, it takes leave of his post. We'll just let that envelope there and then deliver to him. Aldis Nos. I Presser the Menace. I don't know what language it is. Oh, it's France. So yeah, it's French. The law else gives it away. I don't think victory is a victory. Other than that, menace. Menace. And stuff like that, yeah. I don't know. Designed to muster patriotic feelings, these posters declare that the Allies are fighting the good fight. Small comfort for the occupants of the room, who spent corpses line the cold cathedral floor. Oh, I get it. The corpses are spent. It's not weird. Okay, well. Right, that stacked like log, Peter stands before the price of human war. Bloody corpses of young men who have made ultimate sacrifice to defend their own countries and those of others. I'm surprised you can see that in this dark. Oh, I didn't realize these statues were here. That shows all the people that have died on the way. Just Anthony. You know, last name. Oh yeah. Alright, so I guess is broken. Yeah, he's not. He's not true. It's the last guy though. Oh, yeah, that's it. Michael, I'll see if I've got the book. It's nice and dark here. Big all ammo just to kill that one thing. Let's say where I want you to go. Well, actually, I guess yeah, there's that one spot I can go to. weapon would be nice, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. Can't even get off this wall. It's fair. Gotta get far enough away. Crap, yeah. I can't get rid of these guys. Doing a double team me. Oh, come on. You just jumped at me whenever you feel like it. Do it, I can do it, I can do it. The heck? Sandy. What? It hit me as soon as I walked through the door. Okay, I'm trying to kill me too. I don't have an actual good weapon. Let's see. A list. Feel invisible. Cast with 3 and wait on needs to be a 5. Crap. Okay, okay. This is wonderful. This is just the same thing that happened last time. You've been smacked into a corner. Jeez, chill out. I hate you guys. Can't do anything. Okay, okay, okay. Ow, ow. Wow. What's wrong with this part? I'm just getting ganged up on. Yes, I don't care. For a second, I didn't save. I didn't think I needed to save. I think I was gonna get ganged up on so freaking crazily. Jeez. If you forget that I need to actually save on my own. Let's get through all this crap because being fully annihilated. Guess I'm up here, whatever. Gosh, the game is annoying. I always saved at the beginning of that chapter so it makes me do everything all over again. Like, it's not like it's Resident Evil where I need to try to type or do a save or something. I just need to open menu or do it. It's like, just save on its own. Watch this cutscene again. Why can't you skip cutscenes? It's like, really? You don't think there is any possibility that you might watch it again?
Its hunger increases, and the binding continues to weaken. We feed it flesh, but I fear it will not guard the relic too much longer.
There is no choice in the matter. It must remain and guard the artifact until the time of planetary alignment. After that, the Guardian may return to its lair. Our master does not like failure.
Why are you still
It is
here?
imperative to keep the binding intact.
Then we have to find more flesh and bone.
Bones. Okay, this.
The war to end all wars
Since the
redefined
apocalypse
how
began.
mankind looked at war and the value of human life. Over 19,000 men lost their lives every day in the trenches of the Somme. Some say uselessly, some invoke a higher cause. I read accounts of the slaughter from many journalists who spent time in the trenches, but I found the account of a certain Peter Jacob to be the most horrible of all. His implication about the ancients' involvement with the war was hideous and so obvious. With the horror of the Battle of the Somme scant miles away,
Anyways, it's bad.
distant
Getting into it.
echoes of pounding
I
artillery,
just read this out of that on my
Young
own. I was like,
journalist
oh,
named Peter
yeah,
Jacob
ended the war.
researched
This
his
is right
latest
there.
story from the front lines. His grim task brought him to Oublier Cathedral, now transformed into a field hospital.
I find no solace in the purpose behind all the senseless violence that surrounds me. Young men die at a rate unheard of in centuries of warfare. Shelling, machine guns, and mustard gas rip, pierce, and burn their flesh. Men soak gauze in their own urine to stop the insidious gas. The hospitals here cannot cope with the torrent of wounded.
Mm-hmm. So first things first. Save. Grab this. Do this thing first. That there's no actual melee weapon in this part is kind of they give you like no ammo and then a wall where they can do like anything against these guys. Like good luck. I could be using the enchant weapon thing anyways, but still, even with that I don't think it's gonna do enough for 5 bullets. I should grab this before it gets dark and I can't see it very well. That's it. Okay, what is this? What do you think it would do? How much flash powder to use for use with a 4-way flashbang? So what is this, like stuns people? His flashbang used to hold crystal powders that when ignited creates a large white flash that can be used to stun something. Okay, so that's what they wanted to do, just stun people. That makes sense, but still, like, we got beat up a lot. Without an actual viable weapon. I'm just such an idiot walking over this in my hand like that. Oh. The revolver's the thing that like sets everything off. I'll be here soon. Oh, guys. It did nothing. Right? They're just kind of standing there. Okay. Maybe they just have done less damage. Okay. Again. Punch him out. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. I can't open it because I don't have a 7-point thing yet. Okay. That explains that. It's a very old pizza. It's a pizza. A very old paper sits on the pipe broken. Obviously misplaced, forgotten. Music. Showing is knocked out the cathedral's generator. The organ cannot be used without supply power. Power be the power source. Okay. Sense. Oh, what's that? Rifle is rifle as an altar probably is probably by playing card. Guard lies there at the foot of the steps, viciously assassinated by the creatures now infesting the cathedral. It went quickly and without much of a struggle. Okay, whoa. Whoa. That I'm gonna use the spell. I'm gonna cast a spell on you. Did I? Oh, okay, I got it up. Hit this barrier. Does a lot more damage actually, just hit the barrier. Some ammo back. Bring some sanity back. Rebel's much better than this. I'll just use a lower healing. Sometimes supplies awaiting use and treatment. Covered with life fingerprints. It's hard to tell whether they are actually used to save lives or just to relieve suffering. So converted into a rudimentary morgue, blood-stained sheets covered unfortunate souls who have passed beyond. So Anthony died too. It's worth it to come here and do that so I can get some ammo. Yeah, torch. See if I can see. Stands wreathed in cold mist. Its Peter nears a stone, a sense of deep woe gnaws at his heart. The cathedral was undoubtedly evil, not the only place he had thought it, not the holy place he had thought it would be. use that nectar on it. Room is fallen into disuse. The shelves, once full of books and scrolls, now ripe with dust, bearing nothing but trash and yeah. Room's changed a lot. Over the years. Room's fallen into disuse. The shelves, yeah. What sword? Two-edged sword, fancy, I believe. Okay. I can use this at least to take some people out. A single-handed sword with two cutting edges. I didn't say anything about what belonged to it, but I know the Anthony's. Using the sword anyway, so I was just doing that just because I felt like it. That would have been something I got like bonus wise for doing that, but nah. Probably just taking out the sword. Cutting it off. Stairs. One of the cathedral's guards lies dead by the post. His death sudden and violent. Broken limbs twisted at on angles with a trickle of blood issuing from his mouth and ears. Cindy, really? You have to be incessantly loud? Two doors. Like Marie Celeste. desk hasn't been touched in some time. Those Caesar suddenly turned away and never returned after a letter speaks silent, unfinished activity. Desk kept meticulously clean. Peter is surprised that it is not more chaotic for a frontline hospital. After all, isn't this where the death certificates were? This area is not really even used. Workings of the pipe organ have been made mostly the same since installment. Originally, the bellows were driven manually. Now they are steam powered and the organ controlled electronically. This might be one of the oldest restored pipe organs in the world. Right soon. Okay, I just got those little guys. Don't need a break on that. Can't see. Once again, huh? Soldier's body lies on the floor, far from the front line. This poor man at his end. His fate is far removed from his brothers in arms. Victim of the cathedral, rather than by bullet or by bayonet. Cask is full of maturing wine, the cellar. Amidst the race with the cold air when the war is over, if it is ever over, wine will be of good vintage. This one, right? No, this one. It seems like it didn't really care about actually looking at the handle or anything. Okay. More doors in here. Old, rusty, but faithful for many years. Coal burning boiler provides heat and steam to the cathedral complex. There's currently no pressure being diverted to the generator. I guess. Door is unlocked, but won't open. It's as if there's a large aqueduct inside blocking. The generator is working, but doesn't appear to be providing power to all the circuits of the cathedral. Is the fuse blown? There's a lever to switch the generator on. Did it pull it? Sound of metal grating against metal is combined with the hits of steam, but there doesn't appear to be any output of power. Circuit broken. Fix the circuit, okay. Pushing the wall beside the generator is an open-faced fuse box. Fuse appears to be missing. There's no sign of where it could be. We're gonna go find a missing fuse, I guess. Right, man, what's up? Got that, didn't kill you. Make up for that now. Appear to be in the air. Sure that something didn't like pop in there after the lights went out somehow. Hey man. Oh, come on. Do this.